What's good? 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 Welcome back to Boss Talks Podcast. As y'all know, on this show, anything goes. Um, Anybody that's new, please do subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Click the bell, post notification shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know the drill. You already know what to do when you first subscribe to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So please do subscribe. I'm on my journey to 1,000 subscribers. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Shit. I'm not the type that's like, oh, I want 1 million. If I had 1 million, of course that would be cool. But I'm the type, simple, just 1,000. So, like I said, once we get 1,000, over 1,000, I can go, shit. I spent what I ate. Well, once I got the Bass Pro on. I usually do. Y'all don't ever know. I always had the shit backwards. You know what I'm saying? Here in Memphis 10, yeah. That's what we rock. We rock Bass Pro shit. You know what I'm saying? People don't be knowing that. Yeah, now you do. But I forgot where I was going. Anyways, it ain't important. That's what I've always been told. That's what my mom used to tell me. You forgot it must not be important. Even though sometimes I'm like, nah, fuck that. That shit, what I was thinking of was important, but hey, maybe it's true. If you forget what you was talking about, then it wasn't important. Which I am a believer of, everything happens for a reason. But anyways, y'all don't have to remind me what I was talking about. It's all gravy. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said in the title, I don't clickbait. You know what I'm saying? I don't just be putting people's name in there just because to get clout or views or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I can literally just put "let's talk" and I'll get some views, regardless if it's 100 or 1,000. I'm gonna get some views. Just so I can't stand when people are like, oh, you just be doing this for clout. You be putting this person's name in there for clout, like GMJ. Like, people used to say, well, I used to do that for clout. I'm like, no, I'm doing this shit because that's how I fucking feel. You know what I'm saying? I just be wanting to talk about it. And if it just so happened to get 1,000 views or whatever, that's just what it is. People don't have to watch it. You know what I'm saying? They do because they want to. Or they find it interesting or just want to see what the fuck I got to say. You got to understand, when I first started talking about GMJ, yeah, I had a lot of haters. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I first started, I didn't care. I didn't care all the threats and shit people made me. I'm like, what? Do something. Still ain't nobody done nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to speak on what I want to fucking speak on. So that's what is going on. I wanted something else to speak on because I ain't gonna lie, this last show was a little dry. Just because, normally, always I freestyle. Like, I'll just talk. I might have some little notes or something jotted down just to kind of like, while I'm talking, look down and be like, okay, I can talk, bring up this, little pointers, you know what I'm saying? But I still freestyle my shit. It's not like I'll write a whole bunch of shit and I'm reading off a piece of paper, you know what I'm saying? It's just off the brain, how I feel, what I know about it, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? So, my last show, it was pretty much just to, let y'all know, free Delta, y'all please do donate, you know what I'm saying? Now we got 2 different Cashapps that y'all can donate to if y'all. I hope that y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I will show that out here soon. And of course, like the one, mine's already going across the screen. That's the one that some people have been using. And yeah, we just doing it like that. We gonna have 2. I'll just say it, $ free Delta. You know what I'm saying? So we using that one and mine for donations for his bond. You know what I'm saying? His bond, like I said, is $3,000. We're still not close. You know what I'm saying? I really haven't been able to raise very much. Could be that it's the end of the month. Some people do celebrate Halloween. They might have to get costumes and candy and all that, which, so I'm gonna stay on it. Every video that I do, just like I did with Ozone, and pretty much kind of still, talk about them and stuff. Just like I did with Ozone, I'm gonna do for Delta, but I'm going a little harder with Delta. You know what I'm saying? If I have to, I'm gonna do fundraisers. You know what I'm saying? Like I was hoping I didn't have to. I was hoping I could just come on here and tell y'all, we just need this amount, but if I have to switch to doing fundraisers just like I did with Ozone, I'm talking about like hour, the 12 hour, 6 hour, whatever it is, because we got to get my boy out. You know what I'm saying? Um, so okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch it up to what my thoughts on GMJ's court appearance. And most of y'all, some of y'all that fuck with me, y'all know that I just pulled up too late. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I overslept because I'll just say like at first I changed my mind. I was like, fuck it, I ain't going. I was a little pissed off that morning at some shit, and I was like, man, fuck it, I'm about to just head back home. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, fuck it, I'm still gonna go. So that I was late. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I was gonna be able to make it to where like when I pulled up, I was able to see him outside. That was a seat to Harka and all that. Which then uh, I went to YouTube to see who might have posted, because I assumed people was gonna do lives. I assumed Taharka was gonna go live, and he did a live, but he's in Baltimore eating at this restaurant or something. So it's like that. Yeah, that's another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, bro. Like he be getting Taharka. He be getting donations to go to pull up on, to these court dates, or where, like he said, to Detroit. He got donations for that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he got donations to pull up to Louisville too, that he didn't even go to. I don't watch him like that, and I doubt he sent the money back. I just doubt it. Anyways, yeah, that's not about him. I just want to put that out there, let y'all know. Y'all remember I said I did pull up. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up for real. Like I'm gonna see if uh yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the video where I pulled up to the courthouse or whatever. I mean, like I said, I was late, so I mean, it is what it is, you know. Uh, truly wish I wasn't late, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. Uh, man, what the fuck? I'm trying to send this video to my motherfucking computer so I can show y'all. But okay. So first, I want to say. Yeah, what's good to the chat? You said check the Cash App. Which one did you send it to? Did you send it to my Cash App? Robbie, did you send it to you send it to mine? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I sent to Heart. You know, I don't know if you got that, but yeah. That's already. Hey, every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. Yeah, I got it. I thought you was meaning like you had sent it like right now because I was saying no, nothing popped up. Um, so you know, I'm hearing people still saying donate to GMJ, donate to GMJ, right? Saying that he needs $1 million fucking dollars. Since when did he kill a cop? Since when did he shoot at a cop? I mean, I know he's been accused of pointing a gun at 5 cops, but apparently all these charges was dropped, and he's only facing this one or whatever, or two or whatever, you know. And it's like $1 million. Ozone ain't even facing $1 million. Last time I checked, now, I mean, like I said, I don't really keep up with GMJ that much. But last time I checked, he had a public pretender. You feel what I'm saying? He just decided to go with the public pretender. You know what I'm saying? And he's talking about be black, all this shit, support black business and all that. And then, what I found, y'all all know I'm not racist, but the way he speaks, it's almost like he is. But, you know, it was crazy hearing out of his mouth him say that because somebody said, "Why don't you have a black attorney?" He said, "I wanted the best attorney money could buy." So he basically is saying that there's no black attorney out there that you know that basically the best attorneys are white people. That's what he said. He paid for and he wanted the best attorney that money could buy, and that happened to be a white guy, right? Which, like I said, I'm not racist. You could pick white, black, Puerto Rican, Asian. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But the way he is, the type of person that he portrays to be, because like I said, before all of this, I know who he was. I know what he stood for and did all that. He took off the Black Lives Matter. He said all lives matter. You know what I'm saying? He was that type, walking around with cops and all of this shit before he did NFAC and all of that. People don't think. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let me just say this. So a snitch. Say there's a snitch out there, right? 10 years, 20 years down the line, he just like I'm talking about like a 6ix9ine snitch where he gives people a lot of time. Say he gives them life. But then 20 years down the line, he changes his life. Like GMJ did. I won't even say 20, say 10 to 5 to 10 years. Because back when he was doing, I mean, he was doing the NAACP, then he went to Black Lives Matter and all that, and then he switched to All Lives Matter, standing with cops, walking with real live like marshals and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, as if they're surrounding him as if he was already somebody. You feel me? That needed police protection and all this shit. So, sitting behind Trump, all of this shit, right? So the reason I brought up the snitch, it's like, okay, so if a snitch snitches, then later on when he's like, oh, I want to be gangster again. Is it cool to just welcome him in back to be a gang member or a hustler? You know what I'm saying? A street hustler. That don't happen in the streets. Where if a person just if he snitches and it's a known he's a known snitch like 6ix9ine. That would be like, people just saying fuck it, we'll bring him in. You know what I'm saying? That's what people aren't looking at. I'm not saying GMJ is a snitch because I don't know for sure, but what I am saying is this: people say, "Oh, people change," blah blah blah. Okay, well, a snitch can change. A real nigga can turn into a snitch. That's mostly how it happens. They was real, then they snitched. So with GMJ doing all this, people that fuck with GMJ, they forget. It's like they got amnesia when they fuck with him. I don't know if they think you said, I didn't know you knew John F. Johnson, telling we rooted for him and an FAC. Well, he's watched my show before. So trust me, this message will get to him. So what you just said will most likely get to him. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody might let him know. But me personally, I don't talk to him like that to just let him know. But yeah, that's my point. A lot of people, they're brainwashed and blind of GMJ. You feel what I'm saying? It's just, people I already know, y'all, people are gonna feel some type of way about this, what I say in this video. You know what I'm saying? But it's just amazing. It's just amazing. I understand when he's a good speaker. He knows some shit about reading books and then speaking it to y'all, right? Teaching y'all, right? Okay, I understand. Y'all, I used to follow him, but then I seen the bullshit. The bullshit. So on a spiritual level, like people's preacher, right? Anyways, but yeah, that people might say I've never seen anyone do it like this and that, you know what I'm saying? But you really got to look at the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I seen GMJ in person last year, September 5th. Remember the date, right? So I see first, like the first thing that I really realized about him was he was short. He was a short guy out here to me. I'm 5'10". He's like right here. And I'm like, whoa, okay, I thought he was a little bigger, but okay. And then the way he talked to women, and I was like, okay, disrespectful, right? Okay. So, anyways, like I said, y'all probably watched too, the video of him after court. I think OC, he has a video up there, OC. And I found it very odd what he said, because y'all got to understand, people, like, I didn't drive out to Kentucky specifically for him. I had multiple reasons why I drove out to Louisville. I only told y'all a couple, but I had other reasons that there's no point in telling y'all. It's just but you know, he had people that really supported him that probably drove longer than I did. You know what I'm saying? I drove over 6 hours, right? So think about that. People driving that. Think about if you drove. You was the one that drove. Somebody listening might have drove out there. How did you feel whenever? Because I'm assuming whenever people drove out there, they probably thought, I'm gonna get to speak to him. I want, because there's been a time where he's had court and he said, "Hey, y'all, we're gonna leave here and we're gonna go here." It was like an after party like thing. You know what I'm saying? Where people could meet and greet him and shit like that. People really do support and love him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that is true. But man, it was crazy. He got out of court. You know what I'm saying? Always dressing like the man in black or the Secret Service. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he always looking like the Secret Service when he dresses up. But anyways, he told the people that follow him that was there to probably to make for sure nothing happens to him. He told them, "Look, we're all gonna get on this elevator. I'm gonna make a stop on a certain floor, on a specific floor. Y'all are not gonna follow me. Y'all will go downstairs. I will come out. I'm not gonna answer any questions, and I'm gonna get into a car and I'm gonna leave." Let's rewind back to the part where he says, "I'm gonna go to a floor, but nobody else is coming. I'm gonna make another stop in the courthouse alone. Nobody. I don't want anybody else to follow me. I mean, the media, anyone that fucks with him." Why and where did he go? I'm just curious because a lot of people, they're making this specific court date seem like it's something big. All it was him saying guilty or not guilty. Y'all can see. I don't even know how. Honestly, see, where I'm from, you can't bring no fucking phone in court. You can't record. That judge will take your shit and then make you pay for it back. No cap. Like if you have your shit on loud and it rings, he might say, "Turn it off now." But then again, I mean, I've seen in court like, bring me your phone, and if they don't, like, they're gonna get detained type of shit. Could be arrested if it's or like if they're trying to like fight, like, no, you ain't getting my phone. Like, no, the judge is gonna get the bailiff to get your phone, and you have to pay for it back, like $50 or some shit, 50 to 75, no cap. So when I seen that video of GMJ like in court and all that, I was like, wow. So I don't know if they got that from the court or what, because they were sitting in the view was like it was in front of them. You know what I'm saying? Like it would, so as if they were about the judge. So maybe they got that from the judge from the courthouse. I don't know. Anyways, the court is in December, just like Ozone's. You know what I'm saying? So, they said something about he can't have guns or whatever. Yeah, it was nothing big. But yes, exactly. That's, to me, that's sketchy. That's like, what do you mean? I'm gonna stop at a certain floor. Y'all are not gonna follow me. Why? Your court is over. What else? What other business do you have in the courthouse? What other business do you have? And then you say you're not gonna answer any questions, which I understand. Like, you don't want the media to twist your shit. Yeah. But these are fans I'm talking about. People that They're like, we love you. We're here for you. People that really drove probably a far away just to meet and greet you, bruh. You don't give a fuck about your people like you think you do. You want their donations. It's sad to me. It's sad to me that people still fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, God. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all realize how many second in command men that he's already had? He's just going through them like underwear. You know what I'm saying? Second in command, my second in command better be a lifetime second in command, because we probably gonna do some shit together, some shit that will gain so much trust that, bro, we gonna be bros for life. He's went through so many second commands, and then not only that, he just, like, you see the way what he did to K-Foss, talking about how he sold guns to felons. Bruh, I don't know if y'all know this, but K-Foss's ex pretty much is trying to get K-Foss and GMJ both in trouble at the same time, because she's saying that K-Foss sold GMJ a gun under the table because GMJ said the feds was watching. I'm re-saying this because it's already out there. Like, the video is shown multiple times on Target shit. She was talking to the feds and ATF about them. That gun that was bought under the table, apparently, you know what I'm saying? Because he apparently bought it under the table because he said, I know the feds are watching. I don't want them to know I have this firearm since all my other firearms are registered. Not too long after that, his door got kicked in. They took that gun as well. The gun that apparently was under the table, not registered to him. And then he wanted a piece of the pie. What's his name? K-Foss was selling guns. NFAC members and probably fans of NFAC was buying them from K-Foss. I'm guessing he was doing well, making money. GMJ wanted a cut. And I guess it was like, no, bro, this is my shit. Money was what fucked shit up between them. And instead of GMJ just leaving it alone, no, he goes on IG and he's character assassinating them, which I don't know if he sent dick pics to women or not. Honestly, I don't care. It's not what this is about. But, he talks about that and then says how he sold guns to felons. And it's like, bruh, so you're saying that you knew this the whole time, but you wasn't doing nothing about it? You allowed him to do that, right? If that's what you're saying. But now when you're mad, you want to say that's what he was doing. So, yeah, from what the woman says, yeah, there's a case that is, but it's not, that hasn't happened yet. So that's probably maybe something in the future, maybe not. Maybe, hopefully it's something that she's just doing to scare them and not real, because I don't want nobody going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. But, I find it very weird that GMJ needs $1 million. I already know of it's over 200 and something thousand. You can't sit here and tell me just point the gun. I don't care if it was 10, 20 cops. That charge is worse than Ozone's charge. And that it costs more than Ozone's charge. You got to understand, Ozone doesn't even have, he has a public pretender that put it this way, GMJ Diamond Black, when you say that my mouth will put him there, check me out. Taharka Bay has a bigger platform than me. Technically, his mouth reaches more ears than me. It does. If that was the case, because I'm just saying I'm repeating basically what was on his shit. Nothing has been done, so I doubt my mouth is gonna make anything different. Because like I said, his bruh, he be having like 2,000 people on the show while he's on there, like live. 2,000 people at a time. I barely have shows that have 2,000 views. You feel me? At the end of some shows, I might have 700 views, and then it might go up to 1,000, and then it stays there. So yeah, what I'm saying when you talk about my mouth will put them there very quick. Well, Diamond Black, I'm doing what I want to do, and what I'm doing is I'm trying to paint a picture, motherfucker. I'm trying to paint a picture. So, like I said, I already know people ain't gonna like this. In the past, trust me, I got a past of speaking on GMJ. I got a past of having 300 comments, all of them talking down on me because of what I'm saying about them. But I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling a motherfucker how I feel. And I can do that on my show. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'll do it on anybody's show until they cut me off, and then it is what it is. But it is what it is. I'm going to say what I say and do what I do. Like I said, it's just weird. The biggest thing about it is the part where he says he's going to a certain floor in the courtroom, in the courthouse, and nobody can go, but he'll meet y'all outside. Like, where? What are y'all? What are you doing? You can't tell me it's just, maybe he had to talk to the attorney. No, he can do that on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as he goes outside, there's already a car waiting with the door open. He already had all this planned. You know what I'm saying? Like a mission. As soon as I get out of court, I'm going to go down, do whatever I'm doing secretly. And then I'm going to come out and I'm going to walk straight to the car, have the car door open, ready. Like I'm Tupac. You know, when Tupac came out spitting at everybody, there's a car door already waiting for him open, you know. So Diamond Black, you can leave if you would like. Seriously, because like I said, I'm not doing this show to get anybody's feedback. I'm doing it because I feel like doing it. So yeah, you don't have to say anything. So, but I'm just saying, like the way you're talking, like, I mean, it is what it is. Anyways, also like on Hosea show, that little video he posted, the guy that was talking, he said that they are waging war Um, Diamond Black, I did see all the press standing around. That little video, like I've been saying, I did see press. Even I mean, which yeah, I do find that motherfuckers don't listen. Now, this is how you will know that I know that they were standing around. Motherfuckers don't listen. They were standing by the elevator. He clearly had just said, "I'm not gonna make any comments." But then the fucking media want to come up with the mic and start asking him a certain specific question, and he said no comment. Yeah, I did see that. I seen there was other people standing around with big cameras and shit, you know. But like I said, he knows people fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like me. Like, look, if I had court and there's people that fuck with me, and I know, like, as a genuine person, I don't give a fuck who I am. As a genuine person, I'm talking about even if I had the followers he had. As me being a genuine person, if I know people drove from a long way, I am not about to sit here and tell them I'm about to go down to a certain floor. You're not following me. Then when I get down there, I'm gonna get into the car and leave. No comments. Bruh, I'm gonna stick around and fuck with the people. You know what I'm saying? After I know there's somebody that drove some hours to come see you. I'm gonna sit there and talk to you. Y'all don't have to talk about the fucking case. You know what I'm saying? You don't. So if people don't go there with saying, oh, well, he got out of there because he didn't want to talk to the media. He could have told the media, do not ask me no questions. He could have had motherfuckers literally, it's like security push them back or get in front of them and tell them, no, he's not talking to you. He's talking to the people. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even want to do that. He came out with a little fucking joke like, damn, y'all act like it's somebody died or some shit. Or looking like somebody, whatever he said. You know? But that's one thing that I've noticed about him. I don't know. Like, the same people that be giving him money. He just, when he, like, you give him $1,000. The person that gives him $1,000, he's going to look at you like this and just keep on walking right past you like you ain't shit. Plain and simple. Y'all try to say I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong if you want to. Damn, no, I didn't hear. Honestly, I don't pay attention to the news locally because honestly, all they talk about is bodies. So it's just like, but setting his girlfriend on fire. That's pretty. I didn't even hear about that, and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty wild. I might look into that because that's pretty wild. But I mean, like I said, you turn on the news, that's all you see, homicide, you know. But GMJ is so focused on getting money given to him, right? When we all know he's not facing the death penalty. He's not. But he can't even and I know why. But I find it fucked up that he can't even just he don't even have to say it on This shit's getting on my damn nerves. I'm about to have to do some topic is fuck on my feet. Anyways, yeah, I feel like after all the shit that Ozone has done for GMJ, the NFAC could be helping. You know what I'm saying? A lot more. I feel like they could help both of them. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. It's like what I've noticed about the militias and shit that was willing to, you know, stand up and be on the line for people, put their life on the line for people. People didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They really didn't give a fuck. So I also find it odd that, all right, man, I've done videos in the past talking about, I've seen where he said, they said they banned him from social media, banned him from speaking on social media. But yet, you can go on social media and find all kinds of interviews that he's done after that. Now, you can't really go on the official Grandmaster Jay YouTube and see any videos. But I mean, whenever this happened, I don't know who the fuck who the fuck he thought he was fooling. He wasn't fooling me. He fooled a bunch of the NFAC followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, he says, oh, I can't do a live, but I can do a pre-recording. Okay, let me just say something. Back whenever he was doing morning mentals and all that shit, right? There was so many times he said, "Oh, I'm turning off the comments. Fuck this shit." He said, "I don't read them anyway." Yeah, he did. That's why he turned them off, because the comments was getting to him. But he said he would turn them off, right? In my opinion, if you turn off the comments, right? In my opinion, that is so similar to a pre-recorded live, or just pre-recorded in general. Because when I first started, I didn't go live. I pre-recorded it. Did way shorter videos than I'm talking about the most, it'd be 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I pre-recorded my shit. But when you pre-record it, you know what I'm saying? See, I don't do all that extra shit where if I say something, I edit it out. No, I didn't even want to even learn or even try to edit it. It was real deal Holyfield. Whatever I said, there was no, I didn't edit it. Just whatever I record, I would, boom, put it up. You know what I'm saying? That y'all can go back to the beginning of when I first started. It's totally different than what I do now. You know what I'm saying? Totally different. Real shit. So, regardless if he does a live or a pre-recording, whatever message he's wanting to get out, it can be put out. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless, it's still him speaking. Alive, yeah, you can chat and talk to people live. He can do that on the phone. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say, "Oh, you can't talk to nobody." He's saying that he can only do pre-recordings. It's crazy. But then those pre-recordings, I don't know how many times he's done panels where there's like 8 to 10 people on there, and he's talking to different people. You know what I'm saying? About whatever. You know, he don't have to talk about the case. I know how shit works. Motherfuckers don't want to talk about the case because they don't, the case is still open and blah blah blah. So that shit right there is just it's just funny to me. Yeah, you did, Troy. You did the right thing for sure. What's good to y'all? What's good to the motherfucking chat? So I thought since GMJ got his guns taken away and he's facing felony charges, that I assumed that he wasn't supposed to be around guns. Well, I learned differently. I learned this from a Jose's show. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't hate. I'll give credit when it's due. I'll let you know where I got it from. I don't sit here and say, or lie and say I got it from here when I did. No, I'll tell you. GMJ says he said something like, and this might not have been the day of the court. This might have been, but it was definitely while he was facing what he's facing right now. So it doesn't matter. The same shit still should apply. So they said, I can't have weapons. Well, I am the weapon. And he has like 5 or 6 men behind him with assault rifles. So that let me know he can be around motherfuckers with guns. So I'm like, okay, if that's the case, if he can have multiple people with guns and he be talking, I'm just thinking he could still have the NFAC up and doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Because I literally thought that's why he didn't come out and make any moves, hasn't done any more marches or whatever, because he couldn't be around guns. But I learned differently when I watched the video. He said he is the weapon. He had men behind him with weapons. So, you know, my point is he be capping. I don't think he gives the full truth. You know, I actually just want to show y'all. Because there's some people that probably hasn't seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Twice protesting the death of Breonna Taylor, including on Derby Day. September of last year, the day before Derby, prosecutors say he pointed a rifle at 5 LMPD officers positioned on the roof of a nearby building. A Jefferson County grand jury charged Johnson with 5 counts of wanton endangerment. He's scheduled to be in court next week.
So this was on the 20th. This wasn't the one that I went to. And that one right here is. I can't believe they was able to get cameras up in there, but you see what I mean? How the camera is like over by the judge. They must have got this from the courthouse somehow. Because it shows the angle of the audience and GMJ.
That'll be fine, Judge. And Judge, I mentioned this to Mr. Porter, the fellow attorney. He said he had no objection. I'll put up in the court. Mr. Johnson was out of state. Can you possibly have him call in that day, or are you doing call in still?
Yeah, we can. We have our Zoom docket. He can attend remotely on our Zoom docket.
Thank you, Judge.
With respect to bond out of district court, what was it?
Judge, he agreed bond was set at 5,000 full cash, which is posted. We would ask for that bond to continue.
Okay, we'll carry that over, and it looks like there was
That's it.
all right. Thank you all. We'll see you back in December.
Just moving from the arena.
Y'all listen to the words and shit.
Here at the arraignment.
To everything.
There's plenty of for Grandmaster Jay. We're going to stand with him because he stands with us. We got to stand together. We got to make our brothers and sisters' problems our problem. Try to solve them together. If we stand together, then there's nobody here that can feed us. It is time for us to understand that we are at war and act accordingly. If we're at war, that's what we just saw in that courtroom. The wage of war against our brother.
Y'all gonna get in the elevator, go downstairs, and go out front. I have to make a stop on another floor. You won't follow. Okay?
Listen, y'all.
Brother. Y'all gonna get in the elevator, go downstairs, and go out front. I have to make a stop on another floor. You won't follow. Okay? When I come out, I'm get into the vehicle. I will leave. I will not be issued.
Oh, yeah.
Not be commenting in the media.
Just the way he says it. Like, just watch his body. He says, I will be stopping at another floor. You will not follow me. Okay? It's just
Wage of war against our brother.
okay, and then this guy saying they're waging war against our brother.
If we're at war, that's what we just saw.
Look, I understand what the fuck's going on, but at court, when you're just there to say not guilty or guilty or whatever, then you have another court date set up. How is this? I don't understand what you mean they're waging war. I don't understand. Okay.
In that courtroom, the wage of war against our brother.
Y'all gonna get in the elevator, go downstairs, and go out front. I have to make a stop on another floor. You won't follow. Okay? When I come out, I'm get into the vehicle. I will leave. I will not be issued a statement. Not be commenting on the media. No comment. You all go downstairs. I think they're coming out. What? And I will see you all outside.
I just want to tell you
Just found out that Grandmaster Jay has made his point.
Sir, is there anyone else that would like to respond
Can you go here, brother man? Brother Jay. Here's one. You want this one? Okay. So we're saying that
He says, I don't got no comment. They just trying to talk to him. They was just trying to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? The people, and at that time, that was just the people that fuck with him. That wasn't the media. No, that was just the people that rock with him. If y'all didn't, y'all can go back and rewind. I don't want to do all that. Y'all can go back and rewind and see. It's a bunch of people in all black. Not with no big cameras where they got to put it on their shoulder. You know. I wonder how they Summer. I wonder how they got that video so fast. You know what I'm saying? But because honestly, I've never got a video of me and Corey. Honestly, that would be cool to get. You know what I'm saying? Just because I've never seen anyone have their own video of their stuff in court, unless it's just like made the news or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But not no one just be like, oh yeah, bro, look, this is my court. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know anyone that has that, but somehow they have it. You know. So I pulled up. I was just a little late. I think I might have pulled up too late. I don't know. I don't see nobody. The people's advocate. I never said that was a lie. I just said I don't know of anyone that got it. If that's the case, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Hey, sir, can I get a video of while I was in court, please? You know, that's cool. You know. And I never said there was nothing wrong with it. I just said I've never known that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a lot different in Kentucky than where I'm, you know, from, where I've been to court. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Like I said, I just don't. Like I said, it must be possible because clearly they got it. I'm just saying I've never known anyone to, you know, have their own videos of them being in court. Cool. If that's how it is, it's how it is. Cool. I'm not saying, oh, he's like on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm just saying I've never known that. But it's whatever, you know. Cool. Good for him. He got a video of his court. But like I said, a lot of y'all that are listening that comment something. No, what I'm implying is I just never heard of it. I'm in Tennessee as well. But guess what? I've never got a charge or had to go to court in Tennessee at all. So even Tennessee, I don't really know how they rock, to be real, even though I'm in Memphis. I've never had a step foot inside of a fucking Memphis courthouse. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick. But yeah. But you said in your opinion, it's none of my business, respectfully. Well, respectfully, none of this is your business then. What I'm saying. If that's none of my business, respectfully, then respectfully, my show and this what I got going on is none of your business. If that's how you want to, take it. You know what I'm saying? I sound upset or bothered. I don't care if it looks good or doesn't look good. Do you think when I come on this show, I do it so I can look good for y'all or not look good? Look, every show, I got, but I'm talking about as soon as I start my fucking show, I got about 10 dislikes. You know what I'm saying? Like even before, sometimes I have dislikes before the video even starts. So I don't care if it's a good look or not, like dead ass. So yeah, like you said, opinion, But Memphis Knight Rider, I know you're just a troll. Like literally, I know you're like one of the mutts. You're fucking Kirky Durky the bitch. One of y'all, want to put Memphis Knight Rider. Like, come on, bro, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? How about you donate some money to Ozone? How about that? Focus on getting him some money rather than coming on here saying that he hates me because I've brought him money. You know what I'm saying? I have brought him money. So you focus on helping him out, before you speak on him. And yeah, see to the person that's commenting, the People's Advocate. I don't know if you watch my show or not enough, but I'm not one of those that just does a show and I say fuck the comments, right? Because technically, the people in the comments, the ones that fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have a show without them, and that's how shows work. You would not have a show or like the subscribers. That's why what I don't like about people that have shows that say they don't want to see the comments or whatever. Well, then that lets me know you don't want to fuck and talk to the people that gave you your channel. You know what I'm saying? Like GMJ. He had like 50-some thousand subscribers. He turned the comments off. He said fuck what anybody has to say, including people that fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even really give nobody a chance to talk to him in person. This is what he is. You don't have, he didn't have to talk about the court case. It could be just people want to just talk to him because they like him. You know what I'm saying? He don't even give him that type of time. Y'all don't even y'all follow a motherfucker that don't give a fuck about you. That's really my point. I just when I seen it, I'm like, man, it's just crazy. People there probably drove from from far away. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if he flew, if he drove, don't care. But it's pretty far from Louisville. So like he had to come from afar. So I know mostly everybody did too. Shit, I came from afar. I came from Memphis to Louisville. Not specifically for him, but still, I showed up just because I was like, I'm there. I'm gonna see what's up. And yeah, of course I was late, but it's all good. I wasn't stunning. I'm cool with. I wasn't technically wanting to see him. Straight up, it was other people that I figured would pull up. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to, because I already knew he was gonna have people around him too many people around him. Like, I'm not thirsty where I have to make myself known. Like, hey, GMJ, you know, like, I'm here. Like most people, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that. So I knew even if I did see him, he was gonna be a little too crowded, you know. So it is what it is, and it's crazy. People, just for the people that really think that he gives a fuck about y'all, he don't give a fuck about y'all. Like when he goes on there and he speaks and he does all this and shit, he's just trying to get y'all's money. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, he don't give a fuck about y'all at all. He was so big with the NFAC with policing the black community, right? Protecting the black community from, they didn't protect. I mean, let's keep it real. The NFAC never went to a protest. All the ones that we've known, because it was under 10 formations and shit that they did. People, including myself, thought that when they showed up, because they would show up to cities like Louisville that there was protesting every day already. They never went to the fucking protest to protect the people from getting hurt by the police. And that was one thing that he used to say, was he was going to protect the people from the police and all this shit. No. He didn't even want to be associated with the fucking protesters. And these protesters were standing up for the same thing he was. Because, I mean, literally, he was there because for Breonna Taylor. Everyone else was there for Breonna Taylor. So you would think he would want to come with them and talk to them, to the people that are going against the same people he said he's going against. I'm telling y'all, I was there the second time he went to Louisville. As soon as the protest and them met, that's my first video on my show. When we ran into each other, I started recording. He stopped to take some, do some poses and shit for the camera. Then once he was ready to walk to the little park right around the block from Churchill down, or the Kentucky Derby for those that don't know. Yeah. He did not want to fuck with the protesters or help them. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was more worried. I mean, like, bro, when you go out to the protest, you're risking life and limb. You're risking getting killed by the police, getting shot in the face with a pepper ball, getting arrested, all that shit. He wanted to stay away from all that, but he talked like he was ready and willing to step up, really up against that. He's saying, oh, we'll burn this motherfucker down, right? Which we all know that wasn't what he meant, but at least show that you're really trying to stand up against them, instead of saying, oh, I made it to where they didn't make no money or as much money for the Kentucky Derby. Bruh. Life these days are digital. People with a card, that's how they made money. Just because people didn't come, the real people that really wanted to watch, yeah, there was a way to watch on your phone. You know what I'm saying? You could bet off your phone. That's what they did. They improvised. They still made a lot of money that day that people don't like to talk about because they want it to look like GMJ's fucking idea really worked. So saying that they lost millions. Maybe they did. Maybe they lost some money. We don't really know. That he tried to save millions and all this shit. But so you're saying why? Okay. Hey, Michelle Mays, I don't mind talking about what I've already talked about. So I'm assuming you haven't watched my show, because you would know exactly why I call Josie and Non-Dangerous Remy out their names. Because one, like I said, I named OC a hoe. Hope C because he's a hoe. Not dangerous Remy because he's not dangerous at all. So Ozone. People, I have helped a lot raise money. Maybe not as much as others, but I've helped bring attention to it more than anybody. You know, if you don't believe me, you find somebody out there that has had 12-hour videos talking about fundraiser videos. And one of the people that was part of the 24-hour fundraiser for Ozone. I was part of it all of it. Okay, so we was all cool at once. Me and Hosea and Non-Danger Remy, right? Non-Danger Remy called Ozone's mother a crackhead while we was on the phone on IG. He said, why the fuck would I give a crackhead money? She's just going to blow it all. From then, I'm like, whoa, this motherfucker is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to be disrespectful to a man's mother, to the man that we're all trying to raise money for, and Non-Danger Remy trying to be cool with him and act cool with him and say, this is my brother, but he calls his mom a crackhead. And it's because he's getting mad at his mother because she's simply asking, when is this money going to be spent for an attorney? This was before the cop died. This was when I'm talking about whenever Funkin' Diamond was still in play, whenever the $30,000 was still in play. When we told the people, yes, once we get to $30,000, we can give the attorneys that because they said they'll take 30 up front and we pay the rest in a short amount of time. We knew that. And we was going to go with that. But Non-Danger Remy behind the scenes and Whole C behind the scenes wanted to agree on saying, no, let's hold on to the money. Regardless of what whatever they chose was the right decision or not. The people hurried up and donated to get to the 30,000 mark because they thought, okay, now he's going to have an attorney. You know what I'm saying? But once we got 30,000, it never happened. Also, what never happened was Hosea and Non-Danger Remy still to this day has not came out and said, hey, y'all, we're not going to spend that 30,000. Even though we told y'all once we raise 30,000, we're going to give it to Funkin' Diamond. We aren't going to do that. We're going to hold on to it because we feel like we're not going to get the money in time. They never did that. I had to do that. But what I also had to do was check them behind the scenes. Shit that y'all don't even know about. I had to talk to them. I mean, we was all talking on the phone on a regular. Me, Remy, Hosea, Crystal Muhammad, all of a few others was talking on the phone on a regular about this shit, about fundraisers and doing all this shit, right? They could have came and told the people that. I mean, it's simple. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, since they didn't tell the people, we're not going to spend the 30,000 because we don't know if we're going to get the money in time. And if we don't get the money in time, they get to keep the money and leave. That's understandable. But at least tell the fucking people that actually gave you the money. They didn't do that. I'm behind the scenes bitching about it. Oh, now everybody has a problem with me. Low key. Kind of arguing. I'm like, bro, but you're not telling the people this. You know, they didn't think that was a problem. You know, Hosea, he didn't think it was a problem. You know, and then another big thing. On We Stand With Ozone, it had $90,000 is what we needed, right? 90,000. This was back then when it was 90,000. I'm taking you back since people want to ask me why am I calling them out of their names? Oh, this shit is deep. So I hope you're paying attention and really listening, because I mean, this is real shit. I'm not just calling someone out their name for no reason. I'm not a hater at all. I keep it 100. Tell you how it is. They did a lot. They did a lot of fuckery. You know what I'm saying? After the 30,000 wasn't spent, you know, we was having little. They was holding little grudges up against me, right? We did the 24-hour show. You know what I'm saying? So by August 8th, we had $45,000 total. It was 39,000 on but let me go back real quick, because I was going somewhere about the 90,000. You know what I'm saying? I would ask them, because people were saying in my comments, because Remy was saying we need 150,000, but yet the We Stand with Ozone site was saying 90,000. People were saying, okay, why is it showing 90,000, but y'all are saying y'all need 150? Right? They're saying, where's the other 60,000 coming from? That's because I was on here more than anybody. So whenever I would come on, because was part of this, they were asking me shit that they couldn't ask them. So I would go talk to them on the phone, call them, and ask them this shit. You know what I'm saying? And Jose basically just made it seem like he wanted me to lie to the people, you know, or like tell them something that makes it sound good. It's like, nah, bro, that's still capping and lying. I'm like, and he's like, well, I told him. So basically, it took me having to say something. Then they switched it from 90 to 150, right? Y'all don't even understand how many times that number on We Stand with Ozone has changed. Matter of fact, the number that they're saying they need now is not what they have, I don't think, posted on the We Stand with Ozone page. You know? And I'm checking it right now just because I want to know. It's been a little bit long enough for them to change it since I've been on here. So, okay, so now it's kind of corrected. They're needing $450,000, y'all. I want to show this just so people can see for their damn self of where we're at. We're only at 52,000 on the We Stand with Ozone, and then it's apparently 57K total, which I know it's a little more than that, and that's why people want to say, why am I calling him out of his name? Because y'all don't understand. There was money that wasn't shown, and then is missing. I'm talking about Cashapp now, right? So, like I said, look, I'm gonna show you something else. I hope the person that asked this is still here, because I mean, I'm doing this. I'm telling you this so that you can hear it and understand, you know. And then there's this picture that I've showed people. This was back on August 8th. There was $39,000 in the fucking on that site that I just showed y'all. This one right here that I'm showing y'all on the screen, where it says 52,125 raised, this was back during the time when we only had $39,298 on the We Stand with Ozone, okay? That 6,457 that you see, that's the Cashapp, the Ozone legal Cashapp, right? When you add that total, the Cash App and the We Stand with Ozone money, you got 45,000, right? 755 total. Okay, so just take that 6,000 of, right? Because look, he didn't mix the Cash App with the fucking We Stand with Ozone, even though he combined it right there. That was just mathematics. As far as keeping the money here and the other money here, it was in two different like accounts. All right, so he kept it separate. So if you just stay with that $6,000 right now, keep like I said, just use that $6,000, right? You add that 6457. You add that to the 52,125. That totals out to be 58,582 and 58 cents. 58, right? So they're saying that there's a total of 57K, y'all. 57K, right? I did simple fucking math for you right there. I've told y'all all y'all had to do was take that 6. That was a real fucking text message from him, letting it be known, because we were at that time, and I've stayed transparent. At that time, we was trying to all be transparent with each other. You know what I'm saying? Let each other know numbers and shit like that. That's what it seemed, right? So, like I said, you just keep that 6,000. Now, you add that 6,000 on Cash App, right? Because this was what he had in Cash App on August 8th. So now you add that 6457 to all the Cash Apps that he got from August 8th till today, or before the Cash App got took down somehow. So you add all that up. So it's more than $58,582.58. So when a motherfucker asks me, why am I going around calling them out their name? Bitch, they deserve it. They deserve to be called out their name, exposed, whatever. They deserve it all. Because Hosea is going on with this lie. I have shown y'all. This is a fucking receipt. This ain't no made up shit. Now, if non-dangerous Remy has changed his number since then, that's one thing. But if I hope his number is still the same. I don't know. I don't call him. I don't wish to call him. There's no reason but to cuss his ass out. But for the people, if he did change his number, for the people that used to have his number that he had on August 8th or whatever, that I took out, y'all. I covered up the last 3 numbers of his phone number because I didn't want his pussy ass to try and get me in trouble for doxing, because that's what pussy bitches do. You know what I'm saying? That's for real. So that's the type of dude he is anyway. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Like, he's the type that, I'm going to try to get him a strike because he used my content, or he showed my face or whatever. He's that type of motherfucker. Anyways, so when I started getting at his ass, right, showing all of this receipts and shit, after he disrespected Mama O, called her a crackhead. I didn't like that at all. Then all of this started because I told the people, because me and him, he came on my show. We let the people know, look, y'all, the Sisters of the Underground said that they were going to pay for the rest. We thought it was official. So we was like, oh, shit. Well, then we got the money. We're going to have all the money. Congratulations. Like, we did it. You know what I'm saying? We was all happy and shit. It was said, me and him let the people know we got it. Like we officially will have the money we need, which at that time was $150,000. So I just told the people that fuck with me, I said, hey, if y'all are still wanting to donate to the commissary, his commissary. I said, because you can't go wrong with having commissary. That's for people that want to still help, you know. So I tell the people how to donate. You know, he's thinking, I'm just saying, y'all send it to my Cash App and I'll handle it. Thinking I'm pocketing money and all this shit. No. What he did was say, I'm gonna show, because he seen what I was doing. He was thinking I'm getting the money off of Cash App. No, I told the people exactly. TouchPayDirect.com. I'm not fucked up about telling people. TouchPayDirect.com is where you go to. You know what I'm saying? It'll send you to another portal and shit like that. But yeah, that's where you first start. Because TouchPayDirect.com, you can pay people from, I mean, it's a bunch of states. You just pick Florida, Volusia County. You can go from there. Anyways, I've been trying to do this to help. Like straight up. But then when I called their bullshit, that's whenever they started with their bullshit. Going to Ozone lying on me. You know what I'm saying? Trying to beat me to the punch. That would be like if I beat Ozone to the punch. Like saying, hey, bro, if I would have told him, because I didn't get the chance. If I would have got the chance right away to email him and say, bro, Remy is talking bad about your mom. Called her a straight fucking crackhead and all this. If I would have did that, shit probably would have been different on Remy's side. But no, he beat me to the punch in lying and saying I'm doing this and that. When, bitch, I've been keeping it 100 this whole time. With the shirts, all of this shit. I'm not hiding shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll start making these shirts for his commissary. So that just another hustle so that I wouldn't always have to keep coming out my pocket, right? I was thinking of a small business plan to have a steady flow for commissary for him if people bought t-shirts. You feel what I'm saying? But then, like I said, they got to him first and disrespected what I had going on, lied, and but yeah, I hope all the people that was on here that, you know, had questions or concerns or made comments are still on here. You know, there's a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Bullshit that they did and that they deserve to be called out their motherfucking name. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, money was missing, is missing. And then it's just like as soon as I start really getting on it, like I'm talking about people listening to me and I'm really hitting on shit. Now all of a sudden his Cash App, he says someone reported his Cash App or whatever, or it got deleted. All whenever I'm really drilling and grilling his ass on the Cash App. That it just all of a sudden just whenever I say he ain't trying to show proof of his Cash App, but he'll show proof of the We Stand with Ozone. And he might have mentioned, oh, I got this much in Cash App. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I still got my Cash App. You know what I'm saying? The people that sent me Cash Apps, they know for sure I fucking sent my shit. No one can say that. Not everybody can say that about Non-Danger Remy. Now, the people that really rock with him, they'll probably say, oh, yeah. On Cash App, I guarantee he didn't give no transparency. I guarantee he didn't offer to show you that he still has it or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why. So, let me get back on GMJ. Because, explaining all that, it took my mind off of, what the people is getting upset that I'm saying. Like, one day y'all will realize, you know what I'm saying, that, I mean, GMJ don't even talk to y'all. Like, if it's like Major or something like that just be constantly doing videos on him, supporting him, he might talk to. You want to know why? You want to know why? Publicity. He knows that he's not going to go on his show. So he has to go on somebody's show for the people to actually hear him. That's why he does it. In my opinion, like someone in here said, everyone has their own opinion. He don't give a fuck about Major. This is my opinion. But $1 million, like I said, back to $1 million. What's good, Maggie? You can't sit here and tell me his shit costs $1 million and Ozone's doesn't. It's fucked up how fucking brainwashed people are, though. And like I said, like Coach C, like, yo, people want to ask me, well, I got problems with him. Why am I calling him out of his name? Like, bro, we was going, me and Jose, we was literally getting the same intel, like I say, as far as a video goes. We were literally posting the same shit. Like, I could post a video. I would be live. The ones that are paying attention have been, they know I'm not lying. I would post a video, right? Show y'all a video. Then maybe an hour later, Jose would go live and post the same exact video. He just would post the video, wouldn't talk about it. I would post a video and speak on it. That was the difference between when he would post it and I would post it. Sometimes he would post a video first and then I would. We had the same source. We have our own sources, others, but that source was the same one. We would post the same shit. But guess what? It was getting out. Whatever information it was we was posting, people got to see it. It was getting out there because it was posted on 2 different platforms that people watched. People literally was saying, I don't know where to get any information on Ozone unless I go to Boss's or to Jose's show. That's a fact. That's exactly how it was. Because we both was involved from the beginning. $1 million. That just sounded like to me to pay off your legal fees and to have some money to ball with. $1 million? I mean, what like I showed y'all, they're asking for $450,000 for Ozone, and y'all look, they're accusing him of killing a cop and death penalty. But you're gonna tell me that it cost $1 million for GMJ? That's what you're gonna tell me? Yeah, you're probably right about that, Harbour. Yeah, domestics don't play. I know from where I'm from, if I think it's 3, even if they're misdemeanors. If you get, I think it's 3. If you get 3 domestic violence charges, you become a felon. Well, no, I take that back. I don't. It's either you become a felon or you. Either way, you can't have guns. So yeah. Don't let me misquote that. So I just know for sure once you get to like 3 domestic violence, you can't get a gun. You know, even if they're misdemeanor. You know, but yeah, they do take domestic violence hella serious. One, because it's family, or it could be your girlfriend or boyfriend. So yeah, they look at it as if you can hurt the people that you love, you'll definitely hurt somebody that you don't love. So yeah, that's why they look at it like that. But yeah, it's still fucked up, hella fucked up. But I'm not butthurt at all. I'm not. Trust me. I just want to. I haven't spoke about in this manner about GMJ in so long. You know what I'm saying? I've honestly left him alone. You feel what I'm saying? I honestly have. I stepped back. I used to go hard on his ass, like real shit. I used to go hard on him. You know. And of course, I would have people always hit me up. This was before I went live, so you couldn't even talk to me live. You had to just comment after the video, and if I'll reply, I'll reply. If I don't, I don't. You know? So, man. Hold up.
What's it?
He was revealing the truth to the people. He was telling people to stand up. He was telling people about their rights. He was telling people about racism and why we are targeted and why it has to be the way they want it to be to keep us controlled. But there's a new day. Our people open their eyes and working every day. And those who not for us, we look at them as against us. Not meaning that we're going to have any confrontation. Hopefully that never happens. But we know that they don't see the light. They don't see what's going on. They're playing along with the puppet master. They're playing along with the enemy. We're not going to play with that fire.
Hold on, I'm just seeing what Major's saying.
Holler at my people. Y'all like and share the video, you know what I'm saying? It's going down today. It's going down. Out there, post shalom, Major family. Love, peace, and blessings. Thank you for coming through. Sapphire said, unity and positivity key. Right. Equinox 57, the message is always greater than the messenger and must survive. Real tough. Already are fumes. I'm locked in. They dragging this out as long as possible. Real talk. My brother started in UK in the building. That's facts, brother. That's fact. Call the float. Shalom made you kill it last night, brother. Without question, unplugged. Nobody can say you didn't give that brother enough time to say hardly nothing. You left me saying, Like, Paul, real talk, man, real talk. I didn't know what the brother was going at. Would it be talking too much about the case? Someone like doing, and then just too much is going on with real talk. K Money in the building, spoken words up. K Money was out. Bitch, I am striking people. Playing this video. Bitch, I am striking people playing this video. You are striking people. I don't know what that means, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that means, but bitch, I am striking people playing this video. Okay, I guess you're going at him. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But all right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, you say striking people playing? Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel you on that. Real talk. My bad. I'm so sorry. My bad. For sure.
Anyways, isn't it restraining orders that take your guns? Or is it every state? Yeah, every state's different. Like, I have there's a guy that has a lifetime restraining order on me. You know what I'm saying? And I can have guns. You feel me? Like, he has a lifetime, not like, because I've had a restraining order put on me for 6 months. You feel what I'm saying? On bullshit. It was straight bullshit. Like, they said it was terroristic threatening. Anyways, yeah, I was they called the cop on a lie just because they did not like me. Real shit. Said I threatened to hurt them or whatever. With a gun, and I remember, like, I was sitting there blowing a blunt in my house. Matter of fact, I was living in Oklahoma. And, yeah. So Oklahoma laws are different, too. Like, I'm going to show you what I mean different. So, like, I'm sitting there blowing a blunt, and I seen, it looked like a flashlight had went past my window. I was the only one that seen it. It was just, my wife didn't see it, didn't notice it or whatever, you know. And I'm like, that shit, that makes me think it's the cops. So the first thing I think of was put the blunt down, look out the window to make sure it is the cops, because if not, I'm grabbing the pistol. Then when I look out, it looked like, when there's like, it could be like 5 cop cars, and when the lights are on, it looks like a lot. So honestly, I don't even know how many was out there. It looked like 20, 30, 50. I said, like, what the fuck? So like I said, I only smoke gas. So, I seen that shit. And I'm like, oh shit, they gonna smell. So I'm immediately like telling my girl, I'm like, hey, the cops is out there deep. Like they were like walking up to our fucking house. And to be real, I'm glad I didn't flush it. But in those those situations, I should have probably flushed it in a way, just because he could have smelled it, then searched my house, whatever. But yeah, anyways, that didn't go to there. Since I smoked, I was like, I'm just gonna walk out so that they don't come in. So I didn't even give him a chance to knock. I just hit the weed and everything. And I just walked out, and I said, can I help you? And he was like, they asked if I was this person. I said, yeah. Why? So it was a sheriff, and I'm assuming the other ones are just regular cops, because the sheriff was the only one that was talking. The other two didn't say shit. So I think their job was just to be backup and type shit. Like he was like asking if I had made any threats on the phone, right? So y'all know text now and shit like that, right? At that time, I didn't want a phone. Like I didn't want to pay for it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, shit, I be having Wi-Fi a lot, and so I just use text now. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I looked at it. So he was like basically saying that someone said that I made a call saying that I was going to come hurt somebody and blah blah blah. And I'm like, fuck no, I don't even have a phone. Like that shit ain't even turned on. He's like, you don't have a phone. And I said, no. This motherfucker just opens up my fucking house door and asks my wife, do I have a phone? And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, hell no. I was like, you can't just be walking up in my motherfucking house like that. And I looked at the other two and I said, he can't be walking in my house like that. I was like, yeah, right? He ain't, and they just kept looking at me. Didn't say shit. So while I'm asking them, does he have a fucking right to do that? Does he? They just kept looking at me. Then he comes out, he's like, what's the problem? I said, you don't have a right to be walking into my house. Tell me why this motherfucker says, oh yeah? And he opens my door and just takes a step in. And then he looks out at me and says, what, now what? And I said, this motherfucker. I said, you got me fucked up. He said, no, you got me fucked up. He said, the reason that I'm here, I could take you to jail right now. He said, I have a warrant for your arrest. I could, or something, or I can arrest you because I don't think it was a warrant because I didn't get arrested. But he told me basically to tell him what the story was. And I'm like, bruh, yeah, we got an argument. And I said, but that shit, it was literally in person. It wasn't over the phone. I got an argument with this dude in person. So, long story short, they end up leaving or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous. I'm like, what the fuck? And he was like, I can arrest you right now for terroristic threatening, because he was asking me questions, and like the questions he would ask, I'm like, so I'm sitting there thinking, he's like, you better start answering faster, or I'm about to arrest you. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, I didn't do none of that shit. And they left. And it wasn't much longer after that. That same bitch ass sheriff showed up to serve me. So I had to go to court. And the fucking, it pissed me off. They granted him that fucking restraining order in Oklahoma, right? It was for 6 months. But see, I wasn't used to this. I'm used to Arkansas. When you get a restraining order, like if I get a restraining order on you, I'm talking to you, the one that's watching. Let's just say that. If I get a restraining order on you, we ain't supposed to go around each other. Like from where I'm from, if I get a restraining order on you, like you know how guys or girls might get a restraining order on their boyfriend. So if I get a restraining order on you, right? If I go around you, right? If I go around you and hang out with you, even though I have a restraining order on you, they can dismiss it because you chose to go around them when you got a restraining order on them, right? Now, when you get a restraining order on somebody, if they come around you, they can get in trouble. But if it's the other way, that shit could just be dismissed. In Oklahoma, I didn't know this. But in Oklahoma, if I get a restraining order on you, right, I can come around you, but you can't come around me. Like, make that make sense. Like, when I heard that, it was just so different to me. I was like, what the fuck? Because This bitch ass nigga showed up to my house, right? And I'm like, bitch, how you gonna show up to my motherfucking house? You got a restraining order. I said, I'm about to get this shit dismissed, right? He said, go ahead and try it. I said, what the fuck you mean, go ahead and try it? I said, bitch, I got a camera on my motherfucking house of you in my driveway. I'm getting this shit dismissed. And he said, oh, yeah, you must not know. He said, I can come around you. You just can't come around me. So I found out, and I found out that was the truth. The shit was crazy. I was just reading what Hardboy said. So, like, for more what I've been through with like people I know and shit, like I know some people that got domestics and shit. I want to say they have to have a mark on them. Like if you slap the shit out of someone and there's a red mark or a handprint or whatever, like, I mean, it's fucked up because you can smack yourself. You know what I'm saying? Women can, I'm sure they've done that with men. Like, smack the fuck out theirself. Called the cops and said he fucking slapped me in my face. Once they see that red mark, they arrest you. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, it's just like, it's fucked up, but that happens. You know, so someone that's in my family, you know what I'm saying, got a domestic violence charge because of that. And this person said, and it was all because the reason all this started, he said, I don't want to be with you no more. I want a divorce. Right? And he's like, I mean, you can have, I'll let you have the house. I'll go stay with my friend. And, you know, it was, I guess they might have had an argument or whatever, but no, he said, I'm about to go to walk to the gas station, get some cigarettes. Well, she knew exactly where he was going. She called the cops on him and told him that they fought or whatever. I guess they might have showed up, seen a red mark. I honestly don't know the whole story, because the whole story, it, like, I mean, just hearing what I heard, it's like, what? Almost like, I mean, he got arrested for nothing in a sense. They picked him up at the gas station. She told him, oh, he's at the gas station getting cigarettes or whatever. So he was about to walk back, which it wasn't far. It was like literally across the street, you know, maybe a block or two. But yeah, he got arrested for the domestic, so he has a domestic on his background. So yeah, shit like that can happen. Yeah, you can record the situation, you know, but I mean, every state is different. It's fucked up. You know, it's fucked up. But every state is different because, man, like California, the 3 strikes law, like that shit's crazy. You do something 3 times, you're going to life. I think it's life or a long time. And honestly, I'm blessed to have gotten arrested. That shit makes me mad when they fucking. That's why I usually write it down whenever the fucking feed fucks up, because it makes me forget what I say sometimes. So you normally when they start fuck with my feed, I write it down because I feel like while I'm talking about something, I just feel like my feed starts fucking up when somebody doesn't want me speaking on something. So they do it to make me forget it, which it works. But that's why when that happens most of the time, I fucking write down something that's going to make me remember what I was just talking about. I know he's talking about domestic violence. But yeah, Bill Clinton, yeah, of course. From where I'm from, Arkansas, like Bill Clinton, I mean, I don't know if any of y'all have living or are from a state where where there was a president that's still living, like Bill Clinton. Like I'm from Arkansas. Bill Clinton was governor of Arkansas too, and he was president. So while I was living in Arkansas, matter of fact, Bill Clinton was the president before George Floyd. Sorry. George Washington. Oh my fucking goodness. What the fuck is on my mind? George Bush. Damn. Yeah, before him. So, while I was in elementary, he was the president, the guy from Arkansas. I mean, his wife, and I think Hillary is too. I know they fucking lived there for a long time. You know what I'm saying? His daughter, born and raised in Arkansas, Bill Clinton. So yeah, he had a lot of say so on what went down in Arkansas. You know, so I don't know if y'all had a governor or a president that's from y'all state. You know what I'm saying? While you've been living. Not like I'm not talking about like since I said George Washington. Like if George Washington is from the state y'all live in, nothing like that. I'm saying like while you've been living, have you ever had a president that's from your state be president? You know? I know my elementary school, this was like right after 9/11. Like right after. Might have been the same year or a year after. George Bush came to a city called Alma, Arkansas. And he went to the high school to speak. I was still in elementary, right? And of course, everybody, all the schools around knew George Bush was going to be there. Like it was like we were supposed to watch a little clipping of him. You know, it was on the news and shit. So apparently, I don't know how they found out. The teachers found out, but they found out George Bush, his airplane would be flying over our school. So we was all outside playing Red Rosie. You know, Red Rosie send whatever right over, and you have to run and try to like run through the locked arms or hands or whatever. We were playing that, just killing time waiting for him to leave Alma to fly over Fort Smith. And he did. And I remember I don't know if it was painted or if it was just a real flag, but it looked like a real flag. It looked like American flag that you could really see. Now that's one thing that I really remember is the American flag being on there. But and see, he wasn't in the Air Force One. He was in like one of them big gray bombers. You know what I'm saying? And see, where I'm from, like they fly a lot of those. I think they fly them on Tuesdays, like test flying. And see, I would know because I'm from Fort Smith. It's a big fort because you got Fort Smith, then you got Fort Coffee, and Fort Coffee, or not Fort Coffee. Well, there's a Fort Coffee in Oklahoma that's like literally right out on the other border of Fort Smith. So you could technically say that's one big ass fort. Fort Chaffee, which is pretty much part of Fort Smith / Barley, but you know, for those that don't know, y'all know Elvis Presley, of course. Elvis Presley, when he went in the military, he got his first military haircut was in the city where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So, so they might call it Chaffee, Arkansas, but really, that shit's Fort Smith. You know what I'm saying? Because Fort Smith is huge. That shit's in Fort Smith, y'all. So, yeah, Elvis Presley got his first military haircut in the city where I'm from. And they even got a little Elvis Presley museum, which they got his hair. Like I'm talking about, because he was already famous when he went to the military. So, they kept his hair. You know what I'm saying? Like they cut it off and put it in a bag. So yeah, they got Elvis Presley's cut hair at the museum and shit. They got the clippers that was used, pictures of, you know what I'm saying? I had to go to like a camp, like a boot camp, at that same military base. That military base is so haunted. Like that base, Fort Chaffee, was a base where they were imprisoned. What do you call it? Basically, enemy soldiers at war. So during the World War II, when we would arrest or whatever the Nazi soldiers, whenever they would surrender and we would arrest them, capture them, they would take them to Fort Chaffee from where I'm from. They would take them there and they were there for life. So they died in those cells. So I've been in barracks where evil Nazi spirits are. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's where they have the Boys and Girls Club motherfucking haunted house. I think I told y'all a story about that yesterday or the day, whenever I told y'all, where I worked at a haunted house and my homie hit the glass and it all fell on me. Yeah, this is there. You know what I'm saying? It's a haunted motherfucking fort, but yeah, that's one of them forts that's low key. It almost looks abandoned. It almost looks like there's no action, but there's so much action. Like all around there, they show up there because you got the military, the reserve. They got to do drills. I think one weekend every month, 3 days a month, right, or something like that. 2-3 days a month, right, and yeah, they go there. Like when I say I like little bad kids to go to this camp or whatever, there, that's where I went. And at night, like I'm talking about real military shit. We had to do, it was like a military some boot camp school, whatever, right? You had to march. I mean, you had to be in front of your beds with it made properly, like the military. And if it wasn't made, they take off the covers and shit, all aggressive and shit, throwing your bed up, yelling at you in your face, remake it. So while you're making it, they're still yelling at you, right? So, there's so many kids that would be crying, and they'd be crying so hard that they couldn't even make the bed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a real drill sergeant. The ones like a real, they just can just, talk so much shit and just real fast, with that, that hat, when they get up in your face, that motherfucker hit. Just imagine this bill. I'll be up in your face and I'm doing this, and the bill hits you right in your motherfucking nose, and you can't do shit. You gonna get your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Beat, and then you ain't got, where your mom ain't here. She gave you to me. I'm your daddy now. You hear shit like that. You ain't my daddy. I am your daddy. Say I ain't your daddy again, and we going outside with the ghosts. That's the shit. It was just literally, it break it down. Like, I'm talking about when lights are out. I mean, because we would have to get up 5, 4, between sometimes 6 if they were nice. Always early. Always. We would be up before the sun, put it that way, to march. Before breakfast. We didn't have breakfast as kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it was. So at night, if somebody was talking, like when lights are off, that means go to bed. Not, just because you can't sleep or you don't want to go to bed yet, you can talk. Which, of course, because our, we had 2 drill sergeants that slept in our barrack. You know what I'm saying? They both snored. So when we knew when they were asleep. So, because people would have to do push-ups and shit. If someone told on someone that they were doing this, they'd have a punishment, like a harsh one. And that was the first time I had ever seen anybody get beat with a bar of soap inside of a sock. So I remember just laying there, and it was like a bunch of 4 to 5, 6 people. I mean, we was young, like 4th, 5th grade, and they just get up, and I'm like, ooh, they trying to get in trouble. So I just remember them going over to this fucking bunk, and it was like they all was just trying to hold someone down. And the nigga just started beat. I mean, they had his fucking mouth covered. I mean, that's what you heard. And these niggas is beating the fuck at the nigga with the bar of soap and shit, right? And after they beat him, they're starting to try to run back to their beds, and the niggas like, help! Man, normally they don't even cut the lights on. They'll tell you, just get up, get your ass up. Because one, you just woke them up out their sleep too. So now they're pissed and want to really fuck you over. So you are basically at night, what they have you do is, you run. However long until they say stop. And it's just, it was literally the military. Whenever you got to sing whatever they say back, hey, Captain Jack, repeat it, meet me down by the railroad track, right, with my Bible in my hand, because I want to be a Christian. Sound off. And then you got to say 1, 2, bring it on around, sing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was one of the motherfucking, that was one of the marches and shit that we had to say. But it was a bunch of them, that we had to learn. And while we're marching too, he'll say, yep, over here, real military, I'm telling you. Yep. I can't do their voice because I ain't never been, but yep. Over here, talking real loud. That's where it was for real where they fucking held Nazi prisoners. You know what I'm saying? And it was super fucking haunted. You know what I'm saying? So they would tell us ghost stories trying to break us. And I'm talking, I honestly, I only did it once, and I said, I'm not doing it again. I'm not getting in trouble again. You got me fucked up. People like, hey, let's go do this. Let's go, let's go over there and talk to him. No, fuck you. One of the dudes that would always tell me, come on, let's go over there, like they're asleep. He's snoring, nigga. No. That nigga one day, I don't know what the fuck they did to him. I still don't. Like, it's crazy. Like, I grew up with him from there all the way, and we went to high school together. He went to a different junior high, but we ended up reuniting back in high school. But when they took him out, bruh, he came back in crying so much. Like, he had never cried. So, and that was my homie there, whatever. Dude, he was my he bunked right beside me, so we communicated a lot. And the way he came back crying, I was like thinking, what the fuck did they do to him? He was crying. I'm like, what happened? What happened? And he wouldn't talk. The nigga was terrified. But yeah, I don't know if he seen a ghost or they showed him a ghost, but that's all they wanted to do was one, run the shit out you, and then scare the shit out of you. That was like one thing they were big on, is scaring the fuck out you. They talk about ghost stories all the time. Sometimes we would like actually want to hear the ghost stories. Like some guys would ask, and we would all be listening, but it would still be daylight, and they'd be telling us shit. These guys were in the military, so they know exactly, the what happened, even though they weren't living during the World War II. They heard the stories. And of course, I'm sure they've experienced shit too, because they got to sleep in the fucking barracks too. But yeah, Fort Chaffee, I seen someone said, "Oh yeah, I seen it was a series." Yes, they do. They do, like those people that make the most haunted places in the world shows. Yes, they be coming to Fort Chaffee because, like I said, it's really haunted. That is literally where they would take the worst people. These were fucking Nazis that was killing Jews, murdering, like, just, we, in our lifetime, we've never seen no shit like that, where it's just like a president, aka Hitler, was just saying, I want you to round up everyone and kill them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We haven't seen that. So that it was real evil. Plus, like Hitler put, which I'm from the streets, so I know what meth is about, what it does to people. I know people that can do meth, and it don't you really wouldn't tell they do it, and they can handle it. That, like, they're about to stick their tongue out so far it's about to, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That type shit. Like, but yeah, they were putting their military on meth. Just because, which I understand the method, but people on meth, like, I mean, they call them zombies, you know what I'm saying? Because after a while, after staying up for 2 weeks and barely even eating, I'm talking about for real, people be staying up that long, a week long, just because when they start coming down, they snort another one, or they bang it, or however they do it, and not really eating. So, just like, they say when you don't really sleep, if you go a couple of days staying up, no drugs, you might start seeing shit. You'd be like, man, my mind is playing tricks on me. It's the same like that with meth. When they just doing meth to keep them up, and then their mind, that's what Hitler was doing. He didn't give a fuck about their soldiers. He knew his enemies needed sleep. Even though they might have shifts, right? He knew their enemies needed sleep. So he was having soldiers do multiple shifts. Not, I'll do a shift change. No, these niggas wasn't sleeping. But for the people that still like follow GMJ, because I remember when I followed GMJ, the only one that I seen that was really talking shit about him was Tarka Bay, and I literally was like, I'm not watching anything that Tark has to say because I fuck with GMJ. So I'm not going to listen to somebody that's down talking them. Fuck them. That's kind of how it was. So that's pretty much how it is with the people that support him. They haven't watched anything against GMJ. They just watch everything that GMJ says. You know what I'm saying? So anything that he says, they believe. I've been there. I was one of those. Like I said, I didn't want to hear what Tark had to say. So that's the same thing with the followers now. They don't want to watch. They don't want to even just have an open mind on what people are saying and with facts being shown about GMJ. You know, they don't even want to even like hear it. So that's why he still does have a lot of people that fuck with him. You know. But yeah, the people they want to say it's they're doing this shit for the movement, but it's like GMJ has the NFAC too. They have not been doing. You already know. Even whenever he was able to have guns, like if you looked at their videos of them training, you could tell they weren't because he would say, "Oh yeah, we got military." Well, I don't think he said military, but he said ex-military though. But he basically they did not they would he made it seem like everyone on that squad was a shooter, like a perfect shooter. And we could tell from those videos where they held guns. It's like these dudes, no, don't know. These are the first. I mean, in most of the videos, you could hear it. That was, I mean, instead, that they just wanted a gun to say they had it for protection type shit. But uh, well, that mandate shit, I ain't going for it. Fuck that. A lot of people aren't. They need to stop that mandate shit. They need to stop it because that's what's gonna happen. Like with most jobs, unless people are their own boss, and like entrepreneurship. I'm not talking. Yeah, when you're your own boss, yeah, you don't gotta get that fucking vaccine. But I mean, I understand. Not everybody can be their own boss because, like, say for example, someone that sells hats and they're successful. Not everybody sells hats. Everyone can sell them, but yeah, okay, well, the person selling hats might be connected and might be might have more clientele than somebody. So that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. If I'm able to sell hats and you're not, well, then you'll have to get a 9-to-5 job because you just don't have another type of hustle. Your 9-to-5 job is your hustle. So yeah, that's mandate shit. That's where they're gonna fuck up, is when they start these jobs, because it's gonna probably be up to companies. They might not say, oh, everyone has to get them, but just like Walmart, for example, they might have said, okay, I take the mask mandate off, but Walmart can still say you have to have a mask, right? It could be just like that with the fucking with the jab. You know, they can say, well, it's not mandated, but if you want to work for me, or if you want to come into the store or whatever, you have to have proof of that. You know what I'm saying? And I know they're gonna start doing that, because they want everybody to get it. So they're gonna come up with every way and every idea that's gonna make it to where people get it. Like, it's crazy. Like Krispy Kreme donuts saying you can get lifetime Krispy Kreme donuts if you can show proof that you got a vaccination. There's other places out there like that too, that's doing shit like that, little deals. It's crazy. So I hope that don't happen, because they probably ain't thinking of the outcome, but crime rate will rise. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be like, no, if you're telling me I can't go to the grocery store because of I don't want to get the test. If that was the case, like I said, crime rate, like the crime rates of grocery store thefts are gonna skyrocket. People gotta eat, and are gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm just seeing Leslie Smith. You said, "What have you done?" Yes, Yahweh does see everything. You know what I'm saying? And what have I done? I've done. You know what I'm saying? That's not my point though. Everything about this video, it's not about pointing out who has done what, who's done more than who, you know. But if you really want to get, like, I've helped with the ozone stuff. You know, I've done more help than GMJ has whenever it comes to ozone. And ozone was one of his comrades, and he couldn't even help. You know what I'm saying? And I already know why. Because he knows that what ozone is facing, he have his face or his NFAC involved in that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I honestly believe, because of all this bullshit, the NFAC will be no longer. You know, it's just going to be these people that follow GMJ, and he's going to continue getting their money, you know. And it's like, man, he ain't even doing shit for y'all. Like, for real. Now, if y'all are giving him money because he's teaching y'all, that's one thing. But, like, what y'all think he is, that he's going to come and he's going to be the one to protect, what has he protected? He hasn't protected shit. Him showing up to these places and marching, he didn't protect a damn thing. He hasn't protected any like, I expected him to go to protests and protect the people that are getting hurt by police. He didn't want none of that. He said he didn't want to be in the protest because the protest brings violence. They have a mind of their own. They have no structure. Yeah, that is true in a way. But at the same time, if you see that people are just protesting, and then the cops out of nowhere just pop out and start shooting people and pushing people to the ground just because they want them off the streets. And you know damn well we have the right to do that. You should be there to help protect us, and you never was. That's why Louisville kicked your ass out. Louisville kicked GMJ the fuck out. They did not want him there. You know? And for him to just be going against the police, right? The same police department that killed Breonna Taylor, the same police department that he was supposed to be protesting or going against, right? The same one. He leaves Lafayette after, you know, getting that fucking permit that he didn't need because the Panthers didn't have a permit. They was on the other side with the protesters standing, chilling with them. But no, DMJ wanted police help and gates to hide him from this and that. And then as soon as he leaves there, he does an unannounced, secretive pull-up in Louisville. Once he gets to Louisville, he goes live to show the people. But you don't really find out till later that he was actually in Louisville to congratulate the new police chief because they was having a ceremony, you know, to bring in the police chief. And whenever he showed up, he was unwanted. The police did not want him there. You know what I'm saying? But he was there to really like show his support for the police chief. You know? Shit's crazy. I want to take the time out to say free Delta. We got to get him out, y'all. We have got to get him out. You know, when he gets out, if he wants, he can speak on it. Most, like I said, a lot of it, I'm not even going to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Unless he just, like, straight up is like, hey, boss, like, do you mind mentioning this on the show? Then I will. But honestly, I'm probably just going to have him on. And if whatever he wants to talk about, he can talk about his experience there. Yeah, it's just trust me, it's crazy. The shit that's going on. Like I can't say, just believe that it's crazy, and he needs to get the fuck out of there. But we got to get him out. I hope everybody can you know, donate for his bond. Again, it's $3,000 for his bond. We still aren't close. Delta, he got pulled over. His the license plate light was apparently out, so they pulled him over. You know, everything was good, so they gave him his license. They came back. They're like, you have a warrant for your arrest, sir. Can you step out? And he's like, what? You know, because, I mean, he didn't technically, you know, from what he knew. He didn't. He's like, no, what the fuck do I have a warrant for? Well, they weren't trying to just sit there and tell him. They was trying to detain him, get him all cuffed up and shit before they would even. I hate that shit. Whenever they're just like, no, fuck that. Like, we need to get you like in custody before we tell you shit. But they scare your ass. Because that's really what it was. But yeah, they got him in custody and then told him he had a fine which I'm not gonna say. It's not my place to say exactly what it was, but it was something he had in the past that he paid off, right? He paid the fucking fine off, and now they're saying that he didn't pay the fine off, and they're saying, does he have the receipt to show that he paid it off? And he's like, I guess this was a while ago too. So he's like, I don't even fucking remember the last time I even seen it or what I did with it, But he was like, I kept telling him I paid it, and shit like that. And they're saying, well, it's showing you didn't. That's why you have a warrant. We have to take you in. And long story short, they said that he was resisting arrest. So since he, in most places when you have a warrant, they suspend your license. So he didn't know none of that shit. So he thought he was good. So since he had a warrant for something that he already fucking paid off and already probably went to jail for it, I mean, probably, even if it was a day, he probably went to jail and then did the payment plan or whatever. But they if I'm not mistaken, I think they try to do him like the worst, like give it to him, because they said he resisted. So, but all he was wanting to know was what the fuck, was going on. I fucking paid my shit, blah blah. And so, they might have even got him for the fucking light being out of the license plate light, because you can get a ticket for that. But some cops might say, well, get that fixed. This is a warning. If I pull you over again, you'll get a ticket or whatever. Sometimes that might happen, but I do know when you piss a cop off, right? Or if he's pissed at you and y'all's arguing or whatever he pulled you over for, that motherfucker is gonna try to give you everything possible, right? With their bitch ass. That's why I can't stand about that shit. They abuse their power. They can literally say, no, even I've even like seen like on shows and shit. A dude he had a roach he had put it in a steering wheel. It's a little thing that comes off and you put it in the steering wheel. And, if it's some good, even if it's halfway, it doesn't have to be a roach. You just light up, smoke it, and when you put it out, that it smells so strong. Like you'll smell it, you're like, damn, something smells good. So they searched the car, and the dude's like, look, I can smell it. It smells like there's a lot of weed here. He said, look, if it's not, he's like, so you don't have no weed. He's like, no. He's like, I'm gonna ask you again, just one more time, and after that, then I can't help you. He said, if you show me where it's at, I won't arrest you. He said, as long as it's not a whole lot. He said, now if we're talking about pounds, he said, then I'm gonna have to do something with you. He said, but if it's just a little bit, he said, I promise you. He was like, because I can't find it, but I smell it. He said, just be honest. So the dude went to his fucking steering wheel and he opened it up and he said, it's just a half a blunt. And he was like, what the fuck? That's it? So yeah, he kept his word though. I haven't met a cop like that where if he says you tell truth goes a long way. Yeah, when you tell him the truth, all right, well turn around, put your hands behind your back. But yeah. So he's in there. And like I said, he's not even in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is in a different state, which I have said I'm not going to say for his safety, but that's what I'm saying too. He's not even in Florida, so we got to get him back home type shit. So, like, his mom, like, the money that she has to go toward his bond, people, y'all got to understand, she's had that 1,000, right? You can't just say, okay, so she has 1,000. Now we need this much. No, because she's having to put money on his calls, commissary and shit. So it's slowly but surely. Once we get the money, she's gonna have to pay for she's gonna have to rent a car, the gas. She's gonna have to drive like 6+ hours or some shit like that. What else? Maybe hotel, because I mean that just depends on if she wants to take a fucking 6+ hour drive. I think it's 6. It's over 6, but that's why I say 6+. It could be 7 or 8. I'm just saying 6+. But yeah, I know I wouldn't take no that far, especially 6. Like that's about how far from Memphis to Louisville, around 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm not about to drive to Louisville and then come right back same day. Fuck that. That bruh, fuck that. So hotel possibly, and what else you gotta pay? The bond itself, rent a car, gas, and then she's coming out of pocket for money on his books and to be able to call, which he was supposed to call me yesterday, but the jail was on lockdown, so he couldn't make no calls. So yeah, the jail was on lockdown yesterday. Hard boy, I'm not sure if he paid. I'm assuming cash. Honestly, I don't know everything on that. Like, I've been through the same shit. Like, I had paid cash before, and I was still paying on a payment, and they was like, "No, you still owe this. You didn't." And I'm like, "No, I don't. Like, I've already paid this much. This amount." And and then my aunt, one time she was paying a fine, right? She kept her receipt, thankfully. She got zeroed out. She paid her fucking shit. They were trying to say she still owed 150. And she's like, oh, hell no. So she goes up there and it shows them that it's zeroed out. And they said, oh, okay, cool. So, me and her both, had that happen. And luckily, we had a fucking receipt. And like I had mentioned the other day, I did community service one day. I was going to do community service to pay off to pay off my fine. And I had 300 hours. And because I've had community service 3 times. 2 of them was court ordered. One of them, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it just to pay off my fines, And, how was it? Got a fucking brain fart. I had 90 hours that I had did. And I wanted to know how many I had. So I called, and the bitch said, it shows you left early on the first day, but that's the only day it's showing. It's showing you don't have no hours at all. She's like, because if you leave, when you leave, it doesn't count at all. So I had 0 hours technically. When really I did 90. It's 8 hours a day. So yeah, that shit, whenever that happened, because I wouldn't have had enough time to get the rest of the hours I needed. You know what I'm saying? So I said, fuck it. Looks like I'm just going to have a warrant for my arrest. I was in the middle, literally, we was like, there's a bunch of sand in this gutter. And this, on the side, basically on the side of the street where there was water flows, there was a bunch of sand. So it fucked up the water flow. It would like flood up, So we was basically taking shovels and raking the sand and putting it into this truck. And when I found out, when I called on break, because I was asking everybody, do y'all got all y'all's hours? They was like, yeah. So I called and they told me that. And I'm like, what? Because we all have to sign this piece of paper at the end of the fucking day. And the bus driver turns it in for our hours. I feel like there should have been no reason because we never had a problem. But I feel like he might have marked my name out because everybody had their hours and I didn't. And the same piece of paper was turned in every day. So I don't know. I kind of feel like he marked my name out or some shit. Because I didn't have any hours. That's what they said. Yeah. Fuck that system. But yeah, we gotta get him free. You know what I'm saying? Once he gets free, I'm gonna try to surprise y'all instead of telling y'all, hey y'all, Delta's free. I'm gonna try to maybe he'll surprise y'all, and I'll have him on here, bring him on here, just to show y'all that because I know it's gonna be y'all's help, that help him get out. I know me and his family and stuff, we're putting in what we can and shit, but that's why I'm bringing it, to y'all, because I know y'all can help. That's why I'm asking, for y'all's help. So, yeah, anytime that y'all can donate, please do. It's 3,000 total. I ain't trying to have my boy in there for a month. Tomorrow, really at like 1 to 3 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, literally. And then like motherfucking, what's that? Like 7 or 8 hours. In about 7 or 8 hours, y'all. He'll be in jail for a week. He's been in jail for a week. I really didn't want him to be in there for this long, but I hope we can get this money before a month. He don't need to be up in there that long. You know what I'm saying? This is fine type of shit. Like not like a charge. This is it's fucked up. And honestly, I hope he can get his motherfucking money back. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. He might send it back to y'all. You know what I'm saying? If that happened. Because especially if he can show proof that he did pay his shit off. I hope he can. I hope he can find some type of proof. You know. But this is like I've said, this is a racist place. So I feel like that does have something to do with it. You know, it's a racist town, a racist jail, racist sheriff, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I wanted him to get out of there because I don't want my boy to have to go through the sheriff like being like a bully, like saying, yeah, we got you, and then calling him an N-word with the ER. Well, see, I don't know. Truth behind, I know. All right, where I'm from. Say if I'm like, all right, I want to do jail time to pay off my my fine. Say they pay $45 to $50 or $40 to $50, something like that a day, right? Then you do the math, figure out how much that is, right? You have to do that the whole way. Like you can't say, can I do half payment and then the other half I do in jail? No, you have to pick with one and stick with one. So if you pay cash, you can't say, hey, I'm gonna go to jail for my fine. Even though if you don't pay that fine, they're gonna put you in jail. You feel what I'm saying? But while you're in jail, it's not like it's gonna count. You know, it's just gonna be okay. You get bonded out. Now let's start. If that's what you want to do, but man, it's fucked up. We gotta get him out of that racist ass town. Not capping this racist a bitch. Like I got to hear him speak, and bruh, like if y'all knew exactly what I knew, I mean, like I'm trying. I'm like it's racist. So plain and simple, racist. He does not need to be there. Damn. Yeah, free Delta. Free Delta for real. Put that up real quick. Free my guy. Because I get my information from his mom. You know what I'm saying? From Delta's mom, and that's what that's pretty much what she's telling me. He yeah, he just has a bond of 3,000. You know what I'm saying? Deltas, we probably have shit. It's probably still like right at 1,000 because, like I said, his mom she has to come out of money pocket because she had 1,000, right? But that 1,000 is gonna have to pay for because she's been paying for commissary and phone calls and shit like that, right? And then once we get the like, we're gonna have to have over 3,000, put it that way, because she's gonna have to pay for a rental car to go get them. I'm thinking possibly a hotel, because it's a far drive, because he's not in Florida. So that, then gas, is that all she has to pay? Yeah, pretty much. So that 1,000 that she had, you know what I'm saying, she's already having to pretty much take money out for commissary and money for phone calls and shit, and then minus the what I just told y'all about the rental, hotel, possibly gas money to get there. So yeah, even with money that I've raised, it's still pretty much under 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Still, so yeah. Yeah, we gotta help him out, y'all, for real. All right, y'all. Guess I'm gonna get up off here. I think I smell dinner cooking, and I'm hungry as a bitch. You know. Like I said, free Delta. Like I said, you can send it to the Cashapp. However, you know, and for the ones that watch this after the fact, or even the ones that's watching right now, whenever y'all's able to help. I know it's the end of the month, Halloween and shit. So yeah, if y'all's able to help this week, trust me, I know. Anyways, it's a fucked up situation because, you know, we yeah, yeah, if all 29 can send $20, you know what I'm saying? There's 30 people on here now. You know what I'm saying? And man. Yeah, I got an email I use for this podcast. But yeah, if everybody was able to donate 20, we literally would, I mean, pretty much, you know, for real. And I don't fucking know. Like, if we was thinking, like, say 27 people on here, if we was all able to donate, we'll see. Hold up. I think we yeah, we did the math wrong on that. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, we did the math wrong. I just looked at that and I said, yeah, but yeah, because for some reason I was thinking, I mean, yeah, even if everybody donated 20, it would be a start. But for some reason, I don't know what I was thinking. Honestly, the number I was thinking was if everybody donated 100. That was really what I was thinking of, because I was like, oh yeah, that'll work, you know. But yeah, 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 y'all. So for the ones on here, and the ones that might be watching later, yeah, y'all know how y'all can donate. Yeah, it's highly appreciated if you do. You know, I thank you in advance. He does too. You know what I'm saying? I was honestly, I was expecting a call today. It still might happen. I don't know, but they still might be on lockdown. You know, and that's what fucked up yesterday. We couldn't talk because so yeah, my Venmo, it's that my Venmo is Boss Talk, and Talk is all capital letters. Boss, the B is capital. So it's, you know, Boss / Talk with capital. So yeah. And really, I don't even be using Venmo. I've only used it twice, you know, because I remember someone was trying to send, I want to say something for Ozone, and they was like, all I got is Venmo. So I had downloaded it, and that was literally the only reason I had it. And then someone recently said something about Venmo. So yeah, I've literally only got two donations on Venmo. I ain't gonna lie, I almost deleted it one day because I was like, shit, everybody else uses Cashapp. Most people. All right, y'all. Yeah. I smell some home cooking. I'm about to fuck something up. So I'm gonna get off here. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Shit, salute with the wrong hand. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. Man. All right, y'all. I love y'all. If y'all's new to the channel, for y'all go subscribe. Y'all go hit the thumbs up. If y'all still on here before I get off here, y'all put the thumbs up. That way, even the more thumbs up, or even thumbs down, I guess. But yeah, when we get the thumbs up, that's more people will get to see it. And even though I talked about GMJ and this and that, and people are gonna think I'm hating on him and shit. Yeah, I'm telling you, my whole reason behind this was really to bring up Delta needing a bond, but at the same time, I didn't want it to be kind of dry like last night's. That's all I kind of was thinking about, was getting him out. So I didn't have much to talk about. I didn't really talk about much. So it was kind of a dry show. And yeah, so today I was like, I'm gonna speak on some other shit, but yeah, at the same time, speak on him too. So yeah, love y'all. The dinner was just brought to me. Like I said, I smelt it. And then right when I'm getting off, it just got brought to me. So I'm about to eat some shit. I'm about to fuck it up and then go back for seconds and thirds, if there's thirds. Yeah. Salute. Love y'all. Y'all go, yeah, if y'all's hungry, y'all go eat something. You know what I'm saying? If y'all come to Memphis, y'all go fuck with the Bass Pro Shops because, the Bass Pro Shop. I don't know why I said shops. I said shops because it had the S, you feel me? But we only got one, and it's the Big Pyramid. You can't miss it. Anyways, even if you've been to Memphis, if you haven't been to the Pyramid, the Bass Pro Shop, you gotta go. You got America's tallest standing elevator inside of it. Takes you up to the top. You can see, as far as you can see Memphis, you can see all the way into Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? You can see it right on the Mississippi River, so yeah. And then in the inside, they got catfish. Like, if I had the catfish in my hand right now, it wouldn't even fit inside the screen. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker is so long. And then fat ass head. And they got some gators. You know what I'm saying? For real. The inside is cool as fuck. Literally, it's like made like the swamp. They got like these trees that look like they're from the swamp area. They got the they got a big tank full of fish, and it's like a Cabela's, and because the Cabela's, that's about hunting and shit too, and fishing really, but hunting outdoors. So it's like they got a bunch of animals that was stuffed, like they killed. So they got big bears, they got rams and shit all around. I mean, all those types of animals, deer. Yeah. So yeah, love y'all. I'm getting off here. I'm hungry. If I don't eat, I get fucking pissed, man. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm eating. And that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm just ready to eat. So, yeah, love y'all. Please do donate to Delta, y'all. For real, y'all. For real. We got to get him out. We do not need him in there for over a month just because of a fine. Fuck that. And because they're bullshitting. Fuck that. We got to get him out, y'all. Later.